everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rachel and this is Stitched Up. So, hope you're all doing really well on this gorgeous Monday morning. I have just returned last night from the Isle of Wight after attending the bag making retreat down there which was hosted by Sian from Kittenish Behaviour. And for those of you that follow me regularly, you'll know from my previous vlog that I was heading down there for the last 4 days. So I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about that today and show you what I made. So I haven't actually done much filming while I was down there, and the reason for that was because I went to the first retreat that Sian held, which was back in May this year, and I did do some filming there. So I released a vlog not long after I returned from that retreat, so I will link to it down below so you can go and have a look if you're interested. But I just felt on this occasion that, you know, lots of people pay a lot of money for these retreats, and I don't think it's particularly nice to have loads of different people pointing cameras in their faces every 5 minutes. So I didn't want to do that on this occasion. I wanted everybody to just go there and enjoy it, and plus Sian herself was filming some of it for her own vlogs, so you know, if you go check out her channel, I'm sure you'll see a little bit of us in action on that as well. So yeah, basically we went Thursday. Thursday I was up very early Thursday morning. Well, I'm always up early, so that's nothing new for me, but not usually heading down on a 5-hour drive, which is what it turned out to be. So yes, I left the house 7 o'clock Thursday morning and drove all the way down to Southampton, which is a good drive for me. I think I got there about 11:45, heading for the 12 o'clock ferry across to the Isle of Wight. The weather was appalling, but you know, that's luck of the draw, isn't it, especially this time of year. And yeah, we weren't actually supposed to be meeting up in Lyle Coombe until around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but because the journey that I have to take down south is very notorious for being problematic at times, especially in rush hour traffic, I wanted to make sure that I got down there through all that, and yeah, just made sure that wasn't going to be too much of a problem. So I set off quite early, and yeah, I was down in Southampton for about lunchtime. Took the ferry across, and Sian, bless her, arranged to meet up with me. So we met up for an hour or so before the retreat, which was lovely. It was lovely to go to her house and see her mum and meet Susie the dog, which was just lovely. So yeah, so we got together for a couple of hours before the retreat started, and then met up with everybody else. It was lovely to see some familiar faces. The lovely Lorraine and Lynn and Eileen and Anna as well. We all were on the first retreat back in May, but there was a couple of new faces as well, which was fantastic. There was Grace and her mum Wendy. If you're watching, Grace, hi. And also the lovely Carrie as well, who's a friend of Jane's from when they worked over in Saudi Arabia. So that was really nice as well to meet some new people, with lots and lots of different experience in sewing as well. So it's really good to sort of get together with like-minded people from all different backgrounds, and you know, with lots of different things to bring to the table. So Thursday evening we went out for a lovely meal, which was really nice and relaxing as well, just to sort of get everybody chatting and thinking about the exciting couple of days ahead. And yeah, Friday and Saturday were spent sewing, and yes, what we were making, let me just get the pattern and I will show you. This is what we were making, which is the Swoon Patterns Carter messenger bag. And yeah, Sian had made this already. Excuse my fingernails, I painted these for the gala dinner at the retreat, and yeah, it's seriously chipped now. And I was going to actually remove this before I film this vlog, but my husband's just nipped out at the minute and I wanted to get this done before he comes back. So yeah, just ignore the chipped nail polish. But yes, we were making this lovely bag pattern, the Carter, and it's essentially a messenger bag with different construction technique to the Celine that we made back in May, and this is only the second bag that I've ever made. And yeah, it was a really really interesting pattern to do, and the fabrics I'd chosen were the De La Luna range from Tula Pink. Now this is fabric that I'd been after for a while, but it was actually a range that was out a couple of years ago, and so trying to hunt it down was a bit of a challenge, shall we say, but I did manage to hunt some down. And yeah, over the next 2 days, well, Sian had already previously said to me, based on the time it took me to get the Celine bag made up in the original retreat back in May, Sian had already pre-warned me that I would probably get this finished earlier. Obviously the first retreat that Sian ran it back in May was it went really well, but obviously it's a learning curve for everybody, isn't it? And what I think she wanted to do on this occasion was to choose a pattern that more people would end up finishing the retreat having a finished product to take away with, because obviously that's quite important, isn't it, for people. So she had approached me before the retreat to sort of say, you might want to bring another project with you because I think you'll probably finish this early, which actually was the case. Yet again, I was the first one to finish, but you know, it's not a rush. And what I really like about Sian's approach to teaching is that rather than getting everybody to do a step and waiting for everybody to finish that step before you move on to the next bit, everybody just works at their own pace, and she just works along with that, which is really quite nice, because it means that the people that are much quicker at a particular step aren't having to wait for people that are taking the time or a bit slower, and likewise the people that are much slower are not feeling stressed about having to try and keep up as well, because you know, everybody's there and doing their own thing in their own time frame, and that's absolutely fine. So it's really relaxing, and it's a really nice way to approach it. So yeah, so anyway, I did get my bag finished by lunchtime on Saturday, and yeah, I absolutely love it. So here it is. Okay, so yeah, this is the Carter bag. Now, what you've got is, you've got obviously a vinyl handle on top, and all these handles were actually made by me as well. They weren't bought and attached, they were made. And you've got straps that go over the front with lovely little rivets in. I chose copper hardware for this bag because I thought with the colour scheme that I'd gone for, which is obviously the lovely purple fabric, as you can see, and I went for burgundy vinyl because I thought that was going to give you a nice contrast. I thought the copper hardware goes really, really well. That's the back of the bag as well. Now, when this fabric came, I think I got it from a seller from eBay, because as I say, trying to track it down in the UK is quite difficult. I was a bit sort of taken aback by how big the print is and thought, oh, is this going to work? But I think with the pattern placement, I did end up recutting it, because the bits that I'd cut out, to be honest, when I looked at how it was going to go together, I thought this isn't going to work, and Sian helped me with that on the Thursday, so I did recut a couple of pieces. But you know, it works quite well, doesn't it? So I have these lovely little strap holders on the front as well in copper, and yeah, the shoulder strap was totally made by me as well. Had a little bit of fun with my sewing machine. Obviously those of you that have seen my sewing machine, and I still haven't done a vlog about it, but I will do at some point, know that I've got a very expensive faff machine as well, and it does handle these fabrics really well. But I had a bit of an issue with the needle falling out a couple of times when I was actually sewing the vinyl, and had to redo that, which is a bit worrying and a bit stressful, because the problem with vinyl, for those of you that have never sewn with this before, is that you want to get one go at it really, because it leaves holes in it. So if you need to unpick it, it's just not going to work. So yeah, so that was a bit terrifying, but we solved that problem early on the Friday, and then yeah, it was fine after that. So inside, if I just open this out, I'm going to do some more pictures of you having a good look inside this bag. I chose a contrasting fabric, which again is a Tula Pink fabric, and I got this one from Tania Fabrics. She has a website and also a Facebook group as well, so I'll link to her down below. And inside you've got two compartments, one there and one there, with a zipper pocket in the centre as well. And there's loads of options for customising this, you know, if you want to add more pockets, etc. inside, then that's totally doable. But Sian kept it very simple on this occasion so that people had the best opportunity to get the retreat finished with a finished bag. And yeah, there was a lot of people that did actually finish. I think there was only a couple of people that didn't quite manage to, which, you know, is always going to be the case, but I think they're very, very way on to actually getting it finished. So yeah, I really love it. I think it's great. It's actually, I would say, oh, bag feet at the bottom as well. That's the bottom of the bag, and yeah, it's got lovely bag feet on. So I love it. I do love it. What I would say is it's a little bit slouchier than I probably would have liked. I think, and obviously again that's my fabric choice, but I think if I was going to make this bag again out of fabric, rather, you know, and not something like a heavy canvas or whatever, I think I would probably use a stiffener in the main bag panels as well, just to give it some more structure, because I think I would prefer it to be more structured. But you know, I've made a bag, isn't it great? So yeah, so it was fab. You know, making the bag is only half of it, isn't it, really, because going on these retreats, it's just great to sort of, you know, have a relaxing time away from home and meet other people that share your passion. So yeah, so that was really good. What else can I tell you? We had a gala dinner on the Friday night, I think it was, and yeah, I made the Simplicity 8013. I'll put a picture of that up here. This is a pattern I've had for ages, and I think I mentioned it in my October plans video that I was going to make this for the gala dinner. I did get it finished. I had a little bit of hemming to do. When I say a little bit of hemming, it was acres and acres and acres of hemming to do, which I was doing the night before I drove down to Southampton on Thursday, so it was a little bit of a last minute thing, but I managed to get it done. And yeah, it's a fabulous dress. I really like it. But I don't quite like how the lining is, but I'm going to do a separate review of that pattern, so I'll do a separate vlog on that so that you can have a look at that in more detail. But yeah, it was fabulous. It was a fabulous time away. Really enjoyed it, and it's given me the confidence to have a go at some more bags. So I am going to look at what I want to make next, and I am thinking about the Annette bag by Swoon Patterns. I'll put a picture of that up here as well. I think I've bought that previously, and I think I have everything I need for that, so I'm hoping over the next couple of days to get that cut out and have a go at doing that on my own without anybody there to say help. So yeah, so I'm going to insert some more pictures of this bag so that you can have a better look at it. And yeah, if you do get the opportunity, I would highly recommend it. You know, even if obviously the Isle of Wight is too far away for most of you. I mean, it's not exactly down the road for me, living up here in Yorkshire. But if you get the opportunity, I would highly recommend going, because yeah, it's just lovely. It's really lovely. So yeah, I hope you like my bag. I just wanted to say, a few people on my last vlog mentioned about if I was planning on doing Vlogmas this year, and I have been thinking about it a lot, because last year was the first time that I'd done it. For those of you that don't know what Vlogmas is, it's basically in December, the lead up to Christmas, some vloggers decide to vlog every day, and it's just about, you know, following your favourite vloggers, I guess, on what they do on a day-to-day basis. And to be honest, a lot of what we do is monotony, isn't it? It's just your usual day-to-day going to work and running a home and all that kind of thing, but people tend to like it. And I must admit, I've followed a few vloggers myself that do Vlogmas, and I do actually really enjoy just watching people in their everyday lives. There's something quite nice about that, I guess. So so yeah, I did do it last year, and it went down a storm actually, and although it's very, very labour intensive, I will say so, and I've been thinking about doing it again this year, and I think I am going to do it. So fingers crossed. What I did last year was I filmed every day leading up to and including Christmas Eve, and yeah, I really did enjoy doing it, so I'm hoping to do it again this year. So yeah, watch out for that. But I am going to be coming back later this week, I think, with my plans for November, also to show you what I have made in October, which actually wasn't a lot, but what I did make was great. And yeah, my daughter's coming home from Fuerteventura tomorrow evening, and she's wanting to film a vlog with me as well, because some of what I made in October was actually for her, so so you'll get to see that too. So watch out for that. And yeah, that's about it, I think. So yeah, thank you to Sian again for hosting a fabulous weekend. I'm sure she's absolutely shattered because it's a lot of work running one of those things. And yeah, thank you to Ruth as well, who hosted us at her beautiful house in Lisle Combe, and also to Danny and Jane, Sian's parents, as well. As always, they were fabulous hosts. And yeah, to everybody else who came, thank you for making it a fabulous weekend. So that's it from me today, and yeah, I'm going to insert a few pictures, a little bit of video of what I did film at Lisle Combe. As I say, I didn't film much at all, but I hope you enjoy what I did film, and have a quick look at everybody else's makes as well. And I'll be back really soon. Take care, guys. Bye.
Yes, any excuse to flounce.
Flounce away. Ooh, beautiful.
Carrie's is way more impressive because Carrie made hers. Mine's just vintage. It's stunning, Carrie.
That is beautiful.
Thank you. Absolutely gorgeous. So can I feel it? I have to stroke you. No, I'm in.
Oh, it's lovely.
It's beautiful. Lovely. What a lovely. Mine is real, but it's vintage.
That's beautiful.
This is the most expensive thing I've ever bought in my life.
Wow.
Let's see.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, no, this actually is real, but it's from the 1950s, and I found it on a site in America, and she let me pay for it on layaway over 6 months because it was £800. Oh. 15, 16 years ago. Wow. And yeah, then it was about £100 to get it shipped over here to be insured. And it's heavy as well, but it's, I don't know if you guys know the Gertie coat that I keep banging on that I'm going to make. I swear this is what she got the eye, because there's a few photos of this exact coat on Pinterest and things like that, so that's where she got that design from. But
what
yeah.
is that coat called?
I don't know, but it's by Betty Lynn. There's a label in it. But yes, it is mink, but it's vintage mink, and I would never buy new fur ever.
No.
And wool. So, yes.
Beautiful.
I don't wear it very often because I'm terrified of leaving it places.
Yeah.
So I thought this is a perfect excuse to put it on. So yeah, we've got the diamonds, we've got the mink, we've got the Louis.